Alright, good morning guys. And it's so hot and I'm kind of getting started late, and then for me it's hard that once I get moving, once I get out the house late and I come outside and it's hot, it's really hard for me to do anything. But I have to move these little chicks. I have to move these guys out of here and put them in the grow pen. They're growing too much. There's too many in there, and then I got to clean it. It's smelling really bad. So what I wanted to do, I took the water jug off because I hadn't used this in months because I haven't needed it. I've been selling birds before, and I just didn't use the grow-up pen. So I took the water jug down, cleaned it out and all that. And what I'm doing, because these little birds, what happens with these cups in here, let me put my glasses on to see if you guys can see. Yeah. If these birds, and they small enough, if they got under here and held that cup up, the water would just continually pour out. It wouldn't stop coming out until they got out from underneath the cup. So I'm going to take a piece of wood, and I'm going to add a piece of wood under here, and that's going to tighten the space up, and or I could have dropped the, let's see, can I drop the, no, I can't really drop them down because I got this piece of wood on the side that's preventing it from going down more. So I need to go ahead and put a piece of wood in there. So I found this in the shop. Let me cut this, try to anchor that in there some kind of way. There we go. The one screw, if it gets tight, you could probably hold it in there, but I'll try to get one in there. Have a little, might be, even if I can get in a little further in here, I don't have to get all the way to the other end. See that? They'll never really move that. If I did one like this, I could do that. Let's see. Just to get another one in it. Alright, let me get some let me get some pine shavings in here. I just put a little light layer in here. I try not to go real thick, because all the poop builds up. You get it real thick, then the poop gets too high. And this little bit helps with the smell, plus it helps for the poop and all to stick to this, and it comes off easy. I take a little pine soil, spray it in there to add to the pine smell. And one reason I got to move this now, you guys, is because the eggs in this incubator are coming out. Well, they're coming out of the Turner Wednesday. 2 more days. And they'll start hatching out like Saturday and Sunday probably. And most of the time I'm doing stuff at the last minute, so this is kind of a blessing that I'm having this done. Because I've been knowing this for a while, and I've kind of been procrastinating with it, and it's really not that much to do. It's nothing hard to do. That's just now. What's going to be a job is getting those birds in here from up there, because they're ready to jump out of there when I open the door. Mainly because they're thirsty. And maybe I'll put some water in there for them, and it'll distract them some that be drinking water. Maybe that's what I'm going to do, because I've had them, one jump out the other day on me. So they're actually going through now 3 of these a day, so it's getting too much where they need to have constant water. Okay, y'all guys, get back. Some water. Go, get away from me. Alright, now they're going to be busy with that. I can actually work on swapping them out. One, two, I can get our accurate count too. 10. 11, 12, 19, 20. So I got 20 of them that are good. And I got this other one in here, and I don't know if it's going to make it or not in life. It's surviving. It's got something wrong with its something on its back, and its neck's crooked. And usually when I see them like that, when they hatch like that, they usually don't live. But this one survived, and he's living. Now, see, they were on more of a flat surface in there. Now they're on the wire. So it's going to be a little different for them for a little while. They'll make it. They'll be fine. And now I got to get the water hooked back up. So what I want to do too is I want to do some modification on this top brooder box, because I originally, when I made it, I put 2 lights up here, and I never use the 2 lights because it heats the whole thing up, and I don't need it. I just usually need to heat up the one area, and their food and water's on the other side, and I don't want that under the light getting heated up. Plus, just like I had something go wrong with one of the controllers, and the temperature was up high, where they was able to get to the side, and not, and if the whole thing was lit up, they would have got fried. They would have been dead by the time I got out here. But because they was able to move out from underneath that light, they were still hot though. But I was able to save them, and they're okay. Now they're getting in here and they're eating this food. It's not their food for them to eat. It's a 16% protein instead of the 30. But I'm gonna get their food in there. I'm working there right now. But I want to take this light off, and then I'm gonna work on covering that hole up. And then that'll give me more room up here and clear this up. It gets messy and all. And then I want to anchor and mount these up. And I had them on the back, but they fall off from time to time. This one won't. This has got a nice little thing on it. Boy, this is kind of warm feeling. And this one's still running. This one's running for the eggs. The other half of it kind of messed up on me, and I broke out this one. And good thing I had bought an extra spare, and I was able to give them the spare. But I think the other one will be all right. I think what happens is the probe gets all corroded with feces and stuff. Gets underneath the wood chips, the little pine shavings. And it can't sense the heat from the light. It can't sense it for some reason. It seems like it would, because it'd be hot. And sometimes the birds get under it. But anyway, whatever. I think that blocks it from picking it up, and so the light stays on. So anyway, so I'm going to take the one light out. I want to cover it with something. Hopefully I got a flat piece of metal I can put up there. Instead of putting a piece of plywood, I'd rather just put something like a light piece of metal. And I got to get them their food down here. Then I'm going to clean this out because this is smelling bad. So that's going to be probably my main chores for the day. Yesterday I cleaned out the breeder cages. They all nice and fresh and clean. I got to collect eggs. And then I'll probably, the beginning of the week here, I usually like cap off all their foods. So to give them a week's supply of food, and which goes pretty quick and real easy. So I'll be caught up on this. I've been wanting to do this to get those moved down here because they were crammed up, and they don't even need the heat lamp anymore. They're old enough now; they can survive without it. So, and plus, it ain't like we're in the winter. Now, if we were in the winter, I would probably, and what I've done before when I had the winter was I clamped a light on right here on the outside and just shown a heat lamp right here, and they would all come by it if they were cold. They can all get by it, and I had that happen before in the because I had so many birds. I had them up in here and here that I had to put a light down here, a heat lamp out here, because I don't have no other way of getting it to them. So anyway, if it was still winter, that's all I would do here. But it's so hot here, they're going to be fine. They're going to be totally fine. All right, so let me get busy with all this today, and what else? Let's see. I'll take you in my greenhouse, show you what's going on in the greenhouse a little bit, and I'll show you the two guava trees too that I got, off of my guava with the air layer. They're right here now. This one is wilting a little more than this one. We'll just wait and see. I know it's going to take a little time for the... I should have kind of broke open the roots a little bit, and I didn't. But I think they'll be all right in the long run. It's going to take a little, a week or so for them to get acclimated. I had to close this up earlier. It started storming. And then I got a bunch of Moringa plant seeds I planted, and they're starting to come up. I mean, man, when they come up, they shoot up quick. So I got what I got: 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's 45 there, and we got 4, 8, 12, 16. So it's 32, 45, and 32 is 77. I got 77 plants in here. Seeds that I planted, and right now I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of them that's springing up, and they're gonna come up at different times. See, like this one right here, it's just coming up today. This one came up since yesterday. It wasn't there. This one wasn't there. So I mean, they're coming up. They're popping up. I suspect we'll have some more today. So we want to get those going, you guys. I'm gonna actually I'm looking right now on good prices on containers. I'm gonna grow them in containers, and we're gonna put them on my son-in-law's property, and we're gonna try to get 100 or so trees going at a time or more, whatever we can fit. And we're gonna start growing moringa, and I'm gonna still keep planting seeds here and growing plants. We'll sell plants, Moringa plants that'll look like this. See, like that. There's one there. Here's another one. That's a nice one on the end there. And I'll sell trees. And we're gonna do. We're gonna be making bags of powder to sell, and capsules of the Moringa powder. And if you know anything about Moringa, actually has everything in it that the body needs. And it has it in excess. It doesn't have just a little bit. And if you know, for instance, like it's got 46 antioxidants in it. You know, and then when it goes on with the vitamin C and A and all the amino acids and everything, it's got more. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. And I might not be exact on the percentages because I don't really remember offhand, but like, let's say potassium, it might have 15%, and it's up there like that. It's 15% more potassium than a banana. You know, might have 10% more vitamin C than an orange. Things like that, you know. It's some really potent stuff. And I had taken mine out of this container I had here, and I swapped it, and I had the cherry tree over here, and I swapped it. Well, when I did, the Moringa lost all its leaves. But this was last week, and now she's leafing out. So I would suspect by the end of this week, all her branches will have leaves back on them again, and then the tree can, you know, concentrate on growing. And I'll have my own personal here. We can take leaves off. You can eat the leaves raw. You can take them off the branch, and don't cut the branch. You take the leaves off, and you can throw them in your salad. Mix it in your salad. You can mix it in smoothies, you know. If you buy a bag, like a pound of powder from us, we've been taking the powder and taking a little half a tablespoon to a whole tablespoon, put it in a glass with boiling water, mix it up, add a little lemon to it or something, and drink it like a tea. And man, I tell you what, it's been doing wonders. Been doing wonders for us. And even for my son-in-law who has diabetes, my wife who has high blood pressure, me, I have aches and pains in my joints, which I don't have anymore. And we're going to come out, we're going to do a video on all this and give all the testimonies that what this Moringa has done personally for us. And we're going to be selling Moringa powder and the capsules, and we're going to be producing it, growing it all ourselves organically. So look at them, they're doing good. They're getting a little used to it now and there. 21 quail in there. Now they got, you know, they got a little more room now. It was up to here, so they got this much more room. And they're not walking in all that poop and feces like they were up in here. The feces are dropped through, so it'll be cleaner for them, safer for them, a whole lot more sanitary for them. I got to get their water hooked up. I know they're thirsty. Alright guys, something else I decided to do. I had this old box fan, and I wanted to hang a box fan up here to blow air on my aquaponics during the summertime. And while I was under here, I said, well, what the heck, let me go ahead and get this installed like I've been wanting to do it. So I used some wire. I had a roll of some wire. They use this with concrete, and they tie up the rebars together and all. It's always good to kind of have some of this because you can use all kind of stuff. Use it for all kind of stuff. Let me go cut the excess off on the other side, and then I'm going to run. I'm going to run an extension cord up on the top, and to get power to it. So I need power for that, and to run this fan here during the day, blowing on the quail. So let me go around and cut that wire. Alright. I think I got it. Okay. So all I have to do now, plug into these two right here. Now, I'd love to have that up higher, but I want to be able to reach it. So we'll go just like this. Have it. Right here, too. This one. Okay. All right, guys. It's working. Fan added there to blow on my aquaponics for the summertime. This fan blows on the quail for the summertime. Alright, that's good because I mean today's a hot, rainy day. I really didn't think I was going to get anything done at all today. And I wanted to get something done that I wasn't even thinking about that I would try to do today. Alright guys, it's starting to rain. I want to get picked up, loaded up. Let me get my camera out of the rain for sure. Alright guys, well, I had somewhat of a productive day. Even though it's yucky out, gonna rain all day, and it's been raining off and on. I was gonna do some work on my house. I couldn't really get started on that. They tell you saying we got rain all week, but we'll see. It's the percentages die down after Wednesday, so I might do some work on the house toward the end of the week. I'll get the rest of my tools picked up, and that's pretty good that I got that project put together like that. Let me give you a shot from out here. That's what it looks like. It's got the fan there. Right there. Alright, I gotta get my camera out the rain. This is a new camera. I had one camera ready. It's broken. I know it's from all the dampness and all. But anyway, okay guys. Y'all be blessed. See you on the next video.